My Little Pony, Swarm of the Century. It was a beautiful day in Ponyville, and the ponies were preparing for a visit from Princess Celestia. Fluttershy came across a charming little bug. The hungry bug opened its mouth wide and ate all of the apples in the bucket. Fluttershy trotted over to the sweet shop to show the bug to her friends, but when she beckoned the little bug out of her mane, there were now 3 of them. Twilight thought that they were adorable and bundled one in her mane. Pinkie wasn't as impressed with the parasites and immediately went looking for musical instruments. Fluttershy and Twilight were puzzled. How could she possibly not like them? Twilight went to show Rarity her new pet, but as she did, another 2 parasites were hiding in her mane. Impossible! How did you get there? She questioned. Suddenly, Pinkie flung open the door in desperate search of a pair of cymbals, but Rarity and Rainbow Dash were too distracted playing with their new pets to help her find what she was looking for. The next day, the whole of Ponyville was infested. The more the parasites ate, the more they multiplied. The ponies needed to contain the parasites before Princess Celestia arrived. Otherwise, it would be a complete catastrophe. The ponies wondered what they could do to control the parasites. Twilight came up with an idea. No pony can herd like Applejack, she declared, and Applejack and the ponies bounded into action. Pinkie Pie, however, was on a frantic quest to find a pair of maracas. Pinkie asked Twilight if she could help, but Twilight had bigger problems to solve than finding some missing maracas. Rainbow Dash tried to control the chaos by summoning the Weather Patrol. She flew around in such a spin that it created a ferocious cyclone. The ponies lost control and the parasites headed for town and all of the food. Twilight racked her brains for a spell to try and help. I've got it! I'll cast a spell to make them stop eating all of the food. She then set her unicorn horn to work its magic. The spell worked. The parasites became uninterested in the food, but instead were eating everything else. Ponyville was a buzz of panic. Then the ponies heard the sound of music. Pinkie had created a 1-pony band, and her music mesmerized the parasites. They began to follow in an orderly flutter behind her as she marched along. The ponies realized that Pinkie was trying to gather instruments to control the swarm all along. As Princess Celestia approached Ponyville, she saw Pinkie leading a neat line of parasites. I'm grateful that you all have organized a parade in my honor. But the princess explained she had to leave to help with an infestation in Philadelphia. The ponies looked at one another. Each knew the answer. They apologized to Pinkie for not listening to her all along. Pinkie piled back into her suit of instruments, ready to help the princess in Philadelphia.